That was hella lag. That was really bad.
That's okay.
That was so bad. But roll the intro.
You can just hear us
Oh my
clapping.
God.
Yeah. I think that was good.
I think so. So who's introducing us? Is it going to be me?
God himself.
Go for it. You
God
know?
himself. Okay. Well, hello, guys. This is the Migas podcast. Welcome. I'm Czarina.
I'm Bianca.
I'm Mir.
And we're Migas, essentially. There's three of us. We are starting a podcast just because why the heck not? So this is just going to be our introductory episode. We're just going to introduce ourselves. So we've already introduced our names. Does everyone want to talk about, I don't know.
Well, we're all 21.
That is true. Who is the youngest?
Me, Bianca.
I think we should start with what we all have in common, and then we can do our fun fact, actually really sad fact. You know what makes us hashtag different, you know what I mean?
Oh, okay. Well, this
We
is going to be
going.
fun. What was I going to say? I know. I'm, like, stressing already. I don't like being the mediator, but... So, we're Amigas, as mentioned already. How do we even word this? Like, what do we all have in common?
Damn, okay. We're 21.
We're all Filipino?
We're all 21 now. Bianca's the youngest, so she just turned 21. I'm the oldest. I've been 21. And Czarina's the middle child, which I think explains
And that's
a
why
lot.
I'm the mediator.
Yeah, it explains a lot about our dynamic. What else do we have in common?
The oldest is also the shortest. So,
What the...
How does that have anything to do with...
That's my fun fact, actually, really, really sad fact.
That's-
just had to
Okay,
point
I mean,
it out.
I mean, another thing we have in common, I guess, is... I don't know. We all kind of grew up together. We live in the same town, unfortunately.
Oh, did you mention how
We're
we're
all actually in
Filipino?
the same town. Yeah, that's what I was going to say. That's why I pointed at our skin. We're all Filipino. Cute.
I already said that at the beginning. Y'all didn't
I
hear
didn't
me.
hear you. I blocked you
That's
out.
fine.
Oop. What I was saying is,
That's fine.
that's great that we live in the same town. We've been living in the same town. We're all actually in the same town right now, but we're not together because what do we have in common? We're responsible. It's a pandemic. We're not gonna go see each other. We're just gonna do this instead.
I mean, to be fair, I did see Kyle today. He had to drop off a game. And he had to, like, he dropped it in, like, the middle of my driveway. Like, he dropped the game, like, we met outside, and then he dropped it in the middle of my driveway, and then backed up, and I had to go pick it up. And then I had to do, like,
Oh,
this.
that's so
That's
sad.
being
Waving at him.
responsible.
Okay, I mean, I guess that's the leeway into our next, I guess, fun fact, or just a fact about us, is our relationship status. I have a boyfriend. I have been with him for almost 3 years now. And the other two have something in common in that department as well.
We're both single as
gang.
frick.
Except Bianca really, really wants a boyfriend, and I really, really do not.
So I guess, you
So
know,
we're-
differences, I guess.
Kind of different. We're both single, but
Kind
at
of different, kind of the
degree.
same.
I mean, Mira's had
Definitely.
a boyfriend, so...
I don't think it counts, but that's for a different episode, guys. We can talk about that some other
Okay.
time.
Okay, well, do you guys want to talk about our likes and dislikes? Who wants to start?
I could start, I guess. I hate Velcro. I hate spiders. I hate pickles. What do I like?
You like boys?
Oh, I like boys. I like One Direction.
Uh-huh.
What else do I like? I like food.
Same thing.
Another
Cats.
awkward silence because I have no idea what I like apparently.
Cats.
Oh, cats. Oh my god. Cats.
Meow, meow. What's boys
Sorry.
and
Dogs.
cats together, Bianca?
A corpse? A
Yes.
corpse husband? That voice? I watch streams. Among Us? Amazing. I'm really into Among Us right now. So.
Honestly, when Mir was saying, what do boys and cats have in common, I was not thinking the first. I was thinking the P word.
No!
And I was like, yes!
He wears
But
cat
we're gonna
ears.
censor that.
He wears cat ears when he plays Among Us.
Okay. Okay, well, Mir, what are your likes and dislikes?
Oh no. Well, I don't like talking about myself, so this is hard. You guys
well,
can
it's a podcast
cue.
about us.
Cue
like,
me.
you have to talk about
Cue
yourself.
me. I don't know what I.
She likes Kid Cudi. She likes.
I love Kid Cudi.
See, there it is. There she's starting on.
Impala. I love music. I'm a music human. I don't know. I grew up in music, yeah, and so I like that. What else do I like? I like a lot of things.
You like perfume.
I collect perfumes. I think they're very pretty. I like being by myself. I like being alone. I like good vibes by myself. What do I not like?
She likes editing.
You
love the color
that
green.
can be in between. I love the color green recently.
As you see.
You know, I like spending my money on things that I don't need. Yeah. And what do I not like?
What about dislikes?
What do I not like? Why did you laugh?
Boys.
Well, it's not that I don't like boys. I just haven't liked a boy in a while. You know what I mean? What do I not like? I don't like a lot of things. But
this
I can't
town?
think of anything right now. Who?
Fake
I don't know if
people.
that's too controversial to say.
Fake people. People who are fake.
Fake people. Wait, Czarina, what did you say?
I said this town.
I
don't know if that's controversial.
That's not controversial. This town is not all that. But we're not saying what town we're in, so I think it's fine.
Oh, that's true. I mean, only people who are from this town know who we are, so
that's true.
totally
what else
okay.
do I not like?
Editing. Love-hate relationship.
Love-hate relationship with editing. I have a YouTube channel which is also love-hate.
Going to be linked in the description somewhere.
Maybe I'm in charge of the YouTube, so I'll link it down below. Just kidding. What I don't think I don't like a lot of things actually. At least not that I can think of.
That's good.
I can't think of anything either, but I know you dislike a lot of things. Okay.
It's not that I dislike a lot of things. I'm just more real with people. So like if in the moment something happens and people are fake and they're like, oh, that's cool. I'm like, no, it isn't. You know, it's not that I don't like it.
That's fair.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's me.
Czarina, what about you? What do you like?
One person left.
I think the first thing, I think everyone knows what I'm going to say. I really like anime. That's going to be, or just Japan in general. I love Japan. I am a weeb. I'm whatever you want to call it. I recently got back into that this year, so that's why I'm like nonstop talking about it. What else do I like? Food, same as everybody else. I like fashion. I like the aesthetic vibe. Like I'm always about that aesthetic vibe. Always. What else do I like? Why can't I think of my boyfriend? I guess.
Aw.
I don't know.
Usually you're like ew men, so that's very nice of you.
I know. I know.
You like crocheting?
I don't know what else I like.
You like crocheting?
I like what, sorry?
Crocheting.
I do like crocheting. I've been really into just like arts and crafts lately. So I've been making everybody's presents. So like as Bianca said, crocheting. I'm actually working on your sweater right now.
Amazing.
So I'm almost on the back. So that's great. What do I not like?
Wait, you like science too? You like learning?
I do like learning. I do like science, but because I have science and learning together online this year, it's not really looking attractive right now.
I guess.
But it's definitely something that I do enjoy, but with COVID, it's hard to enjoy. Who?
We can also talk about who if you want. If you really want to talk about who you dislike.
No. What do I dislike?
Oh, let me think about this for you.
I dislike like like nails on a chalkboard, or like when you accidentally scrape your fork on a plate. I hate that. Absolutely hate that.
Wait, that can be something for me too. My ears are really high pitch sensitive.
I can't.
I can't do it either.
Also, I have this. Yeah. Also, I just tryptophobia. Like, I don't like looking at holes. I don't know why.
God,
Like, there's
no,
this
same.
like my mom had like this fruit or something like cut up in the fridge. Yet, like, I saw it this last night, and there was like a bunch of holes in it, and I was like, nope, nope. And I also dislike being in this town, and that is why I moved out. But
Period.
back here because COVID. Yeah, that's all I can really think about right now.
See, we don't sound like we hate anything or whatever, but we do.
Yeah. We do all like coffee though. So it's a pretty good
That is
thing,
very
I feel
true.
like.
Why don't we say that for the one thing we have in common?
I only thought of it now.
Yeah, we're all coffee lovers. What the?
Why didn't we say that? Oh my goodness. Anyways. Okay, what about, do we have any dreams or goals, ladies?
No dreams, only pain.
I guess we can start from the
I'm
same
kidding.
order again.
Yeah.
As of right now, I'm in school. I'm studying geography and I want to be a teacher. So that's like my long-term goal is to be an elementary school teacher. I'm not sure where yet, but I'd also like before I settle down and everything, I'd like to travel. Like I want to live in New York with Mir one day or like Czarina. I want to go to Italy with my friends. I want to go to Europe. I want to go to Japan. Like there's so many things that I want to do, but like I honestly also feel like there's not enough time to do that. So, but that's like we can talk about that more.
Wink, wink.
Okay, Mir, what about you?
Well, but I was gonna say for Bianca though, she wants to be a teacher, but for like young kids, right?
Yeah, elementary. So like young.
Yeah, she said elementary.
I don't listen, but that's like her personality. She is the most patient out of all of us, and she's like the best listener here. She's so patient. Honestly, she's so good with kids. And let's move on to me, who is the polar opposite. I I don't have like a big. Oh wait, yes I do. Why am I talking
Yes,
myself
you
down?
do.
I do. It's because my whole life and career path has changed so much in the past like 3 years, so that's why I'm confused. I would like to go back to school sometime next year or the year after, depending on how this pandemic thing goes, which again we can talk about in a different episode about how that has changed our lives. I want to get into PR, which is which is something that I didn't know about myself growing up, but also kind of I knew about myself. Like I knew I liked managing and I liked the world of like media and stuff. I just didn't know that that was something that I wanted to make a career, or that was something that you could make a career out of. So I want to do that, go into school for it, and then go to like, I don't know, Toronto or move to Vancouver where there's bigger, better things that aren't. Should we just say our location? Where are we?
No. Keep it a mystery.
Keep it low key. Okay, we're in the middle.
You should explain what
Canada.
PR is, though.
Small town things. So I want to move out of this town for sure. I don't know where yet. It used to be for sure
city.
in like Calgary / like Banff or like where the mountains are, but like right now I don't know. Career wise, maybe somewhere big, like a big city like Toronto, Vancouver, maybe even LA. Should I be like one of those people and make LA a goal?
Go for it. It's called your dreams and your goals, and why
know.
not?
That's like Bianca, a side goal.
Bianca was saying we have one life, so
that's true. We do have one life, but yeah, maybe if that opportunity comes my way, I'll do that. What else? Do I have other goals? I don't have any personal.
You want to see Tame Impala live?
That is so sad. We were supposed to see Tame Impala live this year, but again, we can talk about that in a different podcast. But I want to see a lot of people live that I haven't. I would like to see Kid Cudi because he came out with a new album recently. I'm sure he was planning to do a tour, but again, COVID. So maybe that, just see a bunch of people travel. I haven't traveled much because This year was gonna be my travel year. I skip every other year to do stuff like work for an entire year and then travel the next. I didn't get to do that this year. So basically what Bianca's doing, but like different. And I think that's all. I think.
Love that. Love that for you.
Miss Czarina, it is your turn.
I think I already mentioned it. Like, it's one of my likes, and one of my dreams is just to go to Japan and like, it's either like live there or just obviously just like visit. Because I hear the work ethic there is like, it's bad. Not like bad, but it's like they're really tough on people there when it comes to work. So maybe I don't want to like live there for a long time, but I do want to visit. Another dream of mine is just to finish school. I've been here for so long. I gave me my 4th year of university and I still have 2 more years to go. So like I'm just looking to just finish. And on top of that, another goal is to be able to pay off the debt of the 6 years I've been in school in. So that's another thing. Like everybody else, is travel. Go to Italy, go all over Europe, go to like Thailand or something, Hawaii.
Ooh.
Just like, I just want to have like one, like maybe like a couple months or two, just be in a remote island or like remote place and just enjoy the scenery. To have money, that's another goal. All really materialistic, but like that's all I can really think of right now because I'm happy with myself. So like I can't really think of anything like personal goals. Maybe to work out more in 2021.
Ooh.
I make that a goal every year and I never fulfill it. So
I've started that
yeah,
goal.
that's all I really have.
Good for you.
Lucky you.
I'm hoping to keep
definitely
it.
go
I
through
have not.
phases, all of us, on who's working out. It's never all of us like at a work.
Not
like,
at the same time.
Fitness grind.
Never
It's
at the
always
same
one or the
time.
other. Never.
Exactly.
And right now it's me.
Mm-hmm.
Right now it's Bianca.
Yep.
I hope it's me next, because I pray to God it's me next. Please.
I mean, we all got set on right now, so I mean.
Oh my gosh, that was a fun fact. We all love
We all have
Active.
Set
Please,
Active.
for our first sponsor, we would love you. We love you, Set Active.
I think it's safe to say that Mira loves Set Active more than we do.
Yeah, I hope by the time
I also
this
love
podcast
it,
is out, my video will be out. But I showed everyone my collection. I have like 25 things, which is upsetting, but upsetting, I have a lot of set, and I tried them all on. So if it's up by then or not, I don't know. My work ethic sometimes on YouTube sucks, but if it's up, again, I'm in charge of this YouTube, so I'll link it down below.
I mean, for that first episode, it's going to be me because
right.
Mir is booked and busy.
Well, no, you're editing, but I'm uploading and handling that, right?
Yeah, you're just uploading. I'm doing all the work.
Exactly, perfect.
I mean, okay. I'll learn how to eventually.
So do you want to? You will eventually. Please, please,
please,
please, one day. So do we want to talk about why we're making the podcast?
No, I'm kidding. Oh, why are we making a podcast?
I mean, we have the first reason. We got the idea from somebody. It was something super random.
An old friend.
Yeah, it was super random. Before this, like we weren't like, our conversations are so interesting, we need to broadcast it. Like, that wasn't a thing. It wasn't until we were hanging out with an old friend, and we were talking about something, and as we usually do, and he was saying, like, the way we interact was so interesting. And he's a tough critic, too. So when he said this, we were like, we can make that happen. He was like, I could hear you guys, like, starting a podcast. Like, your conversations are so interesting. I would listen to it. And we were like, we didn't even think about that. So, yeah. Credits to that person.
Yeah, a year later,
we don't really interact with him anymore. Yeah, true. We don't really interact with him anymore, but look at what he did.
I mean, hopefully he'll listen to this, actually. And he'll find out that way. Otherwise, he'll never know. But shout out to him.
Otherwise, it was our idea.
Exactly.
Hey.
If he's not going to listen to this and he's not going to take credit, then we can take credit.
And another reason.
Also,
go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, I'll go ahead. Another reason we're making the podcast is we have a lot of late night conversations. Like we talk like not, I wouldn't say every night, but like at least once a week, and we can talk for like hours and hours. Like we're like, oh, we have a lot of things to do tonight, but then we end up talking for until like 3 a.m. Even though one of us works at 6 a.m.
Okay,
or
well,
something.
Side note, the only person who fits that criteria is Mir. She always says she has something to do, and then she never does it, and she stays on the phone with us. Literally, the other night,
This is
she
the
said
process.
she needed to film. She literally needed to film a video or do something. And she's like, I'm going to stay on the call for a little bit, and then I got to go. And then she stayed on the phone till like 1 a.m. or something.
That is not my fault.
Anyways, continue, Bianca, as you were saying.
That's all she was saying.
I wasn't gonna. That's all.
Oh,
I was
I don't know.
But that is
that
is the process. Usually, one of us will say in the group chat, like, I need to tell y'all like one story, like something happened to them today, or like they bought something and they just wanted to show the other people, and we do that in the beginning, and then 6 hours later. We're talking about what we did in first year university. It doesn't make sense, but it's actually kind of fun, and we just talk about that amongst ourselves. So we thought, let's make a podcast out of this. We're gonna. The way I view it is, you guys are like the fourth friend, hanging out with us and listening to us talk. You don't get to interject, but you do get to listen to us talk late night conversations.
Yeah.
Well, I was saying like we all have like different opinions, and like we're just very different people in general. So then when it comes together, it's weird that it's all the same but so different at the same time.
Yeah, I think that's the one thing we forgot to mention for our introduction is just like our personalities. So did you guys want to talk about that? Or do we want to say that like about each other?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Let's all bully each other off the bat. Let's put labels on the other people. Let's start with Bianca first, because she started the whole thing.
She did. Okay, well, we can each say one thing. Mir,
just one thing.
You can start.
Just one thing.
Like one thing. Like we'll go back and forth kind of thing. But you know what I mean? Like say one thing so we're not interrupting each other.
Okay, I think we're talking about Bianca
now. I know
now.
we want to bully her so bad.
Yeah. Want her to quit on the first podcast. Bianca, I think, is the most sensitive one. But that can also.
That used to be me.
Yeah, recently it's Bianca. It goes back and forth
for some unknown reasons that we're not gonna mention. But
you said it was unknown. Then how are you gonna mention it?
Oh my god! So we're just gonna cut that
out. No, we're not cutting that out. We're keeping that in.
It's okay. We're all gonna make fools of ourselves.
Okay.
Anyways, okay. What else do I have to say about Bianca? What else is she? Other than sensitive. Like, I think Mir already mentioned it. She's just a really good listener also. She doesn't like talking about herself or like her problems or like literally anything. But it can also be said that every single time she tries to talk, we do interrupt her. Like, she'll say one word and then me and Mir will say something, I cut her off. And it's come to the point where like during FaceTimes, because that's all we've been doing this year, is she'll just raise her hand and like wait to talk.
She might do that in the next few podcasts, so watch out for that. That's the thing though, is if this was like an extreme, Bianca is like the listener. Czarina talks a lot and like you need to stop her, and I'm kind of in the middle, but I lean more towards I talk a lot. What's another thing we can bully her about?
We'll each say 2 things then about each other.
Okay, then that's it. So it's my turn.
No, I mean like 2 things each. Like 2 things. Like you say 2 things about her, and you say 2 things. So 4 things.
Okay.
Math.
Right? I don't want to play like you're saying all the nice things, I'm saying all the bad things. Because I don't want to be the evil person right off the bat. I want
Okay,
them
well,
to.
I can say something bad about her if
Okay,
you
then
want.
you go then. Go.
Same.
She's
So
stubborn. She is so stubborn. It literally gets on me and Mira's nerves all the time. Like and like I think that just has something to do with her being the youngest too. Like it's not an excuse, but it's like it makes sense. She's always really stubborn and she's just a big baby, and sometimes she'll just be like, she gets away with things that I don't get away with. So literally I am the middle child. Like it's just the funniest thing. Like that's just how our dynamic works. Like it was something that like it's something that irks me. And I don't know if it irks me but that's pretty much it.
Okay,
I'm not gonna
that's a
deny
good one
that.
though. Good.
Like
At least you're not in
definitely.
denial.
I have been called sassy by a lot of people, so I see it.
And it's not just people that like she knows personally. These are like stranger dangers that are like
Yeah.
she says.
Like out of all of us, she is the one who is not afraid to say anything to somebody, which is really funny because the moment you yell at her, she will cry.
Yeah, she's like a Karen.
Yeah.
Outdoors, but indoors. No, I need to find a good one for her.
Yeah, think of a good one.
She's very open to everybody. I think she's very welcoming. When you get to know her, she loves knowing about other people. Like she'll ask you a lot of questions about you. She wants to get to know you and who you are, and not just like small talk and stuff. Like she'll ask you weird questions to get to know you and your personality. So she digs deep when she's in a friendship or just with people in general. So yeah, that's a good thing. Bank that for later.
Okay, so now it's Amir's turn. Bianca, you can start since we just destroyed you.
I'll be nice first because we're just gonna be nice first.
Wow.
She's a very loyal friend. Like she's there for
true.
you, and like she won't leave even though she like threatens to. She won't.
Oh my god!
So, I guess that's
wow. We're really getting into this today, girls, aren't we? I guess on top of that, on top of her like being loyal, it's only to people who are like, it's like whatever energy you give off to her, she'll like rally it right back. So if you're gonna be loyal to her and you're gonna be nice to her, she's gonna give you that same energy back. But the moment you're fake to her, the moment you give her the most, just any negative energy, any negative vibes, or if you throw her off in any way and she gets the bad, like the spidey sense tingling or whatever, she will immediately like shut herself out from you because she's one of those people who are actually really in control of her emotions in a way, or lack thereof. I don't know.
Bruh.
Well, we're going in. If we're gonna go in, we're gonna go in. So yeah, like she's a really good friend if you're on her good side, but the moment you get on her bad side, it's like just don't try to cross her kind of thing. Like she's not gonna be the type to like cuss you out or like call you out unless like she really is comfortable doing that with you. But she will just like cut you off, won't talk to you ever again if you are mean to her, which is a fair point. But like
it's not just that they're
can just
mean to
quickly do that.
me, you know.
No, I know, but you know what I mean. Like
Yeah.
any negative energy, any negative vibes, that's not something that comes easy to me
No bad
me or
vibes.
Bianca, just because like she's just very like, I don't know how to word it. I don't want to say cutthroat. That's a little too harsh.
Cutthroat.
It's more like she knows what she wants in a friend or what she wants in a person in her life. Like it took, I think a lot of us, it was like, coming out of like going into university and coming out of high school, like it took us a lot to figure out who our real friends were, and like like over time Mir really really realized that, and she just doesn't have the time for fake people in her life. So she's just like, if I don't see that you're a good enough friend for me, see ya.
I would say that's a newer trait for me. Definitely, if you're watching this and you're from high school, that is not something you would think is me. This is just maybe like when I became an adult, it was like a switch. I used to be a lot more forgiving, but I'm not supposed to chime in.
I feel like I could like add for Like, I'm the most sensitive. I have a lot of emotions. Like, me and Zarina are very emotional people. And I'm not saying that, like, Mira's emotionless, but she definitely has the less of the emotions than we do. Which isn't,
The
like,
less I know, the
fine.
better.
By Tame Impala. In high school, she had the most friends. And, like, that goes hand in hand with us growing up and seeing, with, like, other people growing up. And it's just, like, we don't want those people around in our lives anymore, and that's okay to see like who's actually your friend now. And then same thing with Mira, like she only really keeps the people who like she likes a lot, you know, people who are real and not fake.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you're bullying the
but
audience. You're like the fakes.
True. But I could also bully Mira and say that it's scary sometimes to tell her some stuff.
Oh my god, here we go. We're doing this in the first episode.
We can talk about it more, but you know, that's what I'm just gonna say. I'm gonna leave it at that. It's scary to tell her something sometimes.
I'll add on top of that, so then it's just her 4 things. I think that ties into like the less emotions thing. Like I guess it just came with growing up. Like it's not a bad thing. Like I said, like I didn't become more sensitive. I've always been sensitive, and like that's, but I've definitely become more accepting of mine. But Mir has also become more accepting of the fact that she doesn't want to tune into those emotions more than like as often as we do. So like in that sense, because me and Bianca are more sensitive, sometimes it's a little harder to communicate with her, especially with just like COVID going on. Like we can't just.
She's better in person. Like it's not I'm not
Yeah, like she just doesn't. Her emotions or whatever just don't translate well through text or like anything, because she's just always like, yeah, I'm fine, but like you're like, well, are you fine, or are you fine, you know? And again, this will probably tie into my personality now too. Like Bianca and Mir are not as confrontational as I would like them to be, so I guess we can go into me now.
Okay,
I mean,
Mir,
I can
you
be
start.
when I choose to. But
Give it
like
to me.
again, it's the scale, right? Bianca will not confront any of us if we do anything. And if she does, then it must be serious. Czarina will confront us about every little thing that happens in our life. And sometimes it's like, I don't want you to talk about that. I don't want to talk about this right now. But she'll confront you. Like if she says something that I kind of find annoying, then I'll distance myself from the situation because I don't want to say anything mean. But then she'll just go all out and send me 10 videos about like why we need to talk about it now and why we need to get through this and why we need to talk about it. And I'm like, girl, damn, no, we don't. So she likes confronting not just us, but like most people. I don't know if I should be sharing this, but I'm going to anyway because again, he's not going to watch this. But one time at a birthday party, this guy who was a mutual friend kind of, but more friends with Czarina, was talking a lot of smack about how I make YouTube videos because apparently that was weird to him, and he brought it up after every opportunity. Not even when there was an opportunity, he would just bring it up at the table and just talk about how like, haha, like when are you coming out with your next video, but saying it in like a really mocking way and like interrogating me and asking like, so when are you gonna start making money off of it, or is this gonna be a career? And like that's just how it translated to me. And like I think I went home after that party and cried for like the first time ever that year, and we were roommates. And they were roommates. They were roommates. I came home and I was crying and I told her all about it, and I was like, and I don't want no harm. I don't want to deal with this. I don't want conflict. I don't want anything. She went to her room after I confronted her about it, and she called this person to tell them to apologize to me. Which I guess, like, in the long run is better because he doesn't bother me about it anymore. But yeah, she confronts everyone and anything in her path. So that's Czarina. It's your turn.
Maybe it's just the Libra in me.
I can add to that, and she's like, it's not really a bad thing because then it's just like, you know, she's a very educational person. She likes to educate people, which is good because there are a lot of things in like the world right now that people need to be educated on. But yeah, I'd probably say, she has a lot of emotions, and it's really good because, and she's gone through a lot of experiences, you know, like friendship wise, relationship wise. So if I'm ever like, you know, feeling down, she's always there to listen to me. And she'll talk me through it. She'll be like, oh, okay, and she'll make me see the sides of like both people, and you know.
Yeah.
It's the Libra in me, I'm telling you. You guys have nothing else to say about me. You have two more
that was
things.
two. Calm down.
Okay, go ahead. Keep going.
I'm looking for a really beefy one. Like something that'll really...
You guys already tackled the beefy ones. I'm confrontational and emotional. What are you gonna do?
guess. Well, let's say something nice about her now. You give off... me and Czarina are the oldest in our families. Bianca's the youngest in hers, so that explains a lot. But I'm more of like I'm your older sister, but I'm just gonna chill and watch you do you. She will do that. She's
the one who drinks. You're the aunt that drinks wine. That's the vibe.
I give up like single aunt vibes that has her kind of has her life together, but like she's like a good. I don't want to say. Are you a mother? You're not a mother.
Yeah, I would. She's very administrative. Like, she's really good with like all that stuff. So, like, she's like signing up for school or stuff.
Yeah, you're very good at like guiding people into like whatever it may be because you have experiences and you can kind of put them into words, or you're more open to sharing your emotions and your experiences. So especially with like a lot of younger people, like your sister and like the new friends that you make, you know, you're good at like talking to them and like guiding them into life things. And I would not have gone to university if Czarina didn't teach me how to freaking apply for school loans and like sign into classes. I didn't know how to do that. I don't know how to do that now. Like in a year from now ish, when I'm applying to school, I'm probably gonna ask her how to do that because I don't know how to do that. But she'll figure it out for you. She'll Google it for you. She like, I'm more like, you can Google that. Leave me alone. But she'll like do it for you type of thing. See, that's nice. That's the nicest I'll be.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I know. That's the nicest you've been to me all year. Wow.
I don't know if I'm going to be nice about this, but it's just, this is just going to be something about you. You give advice even though like sometimes I don't need it, which is okay.
That was too
real. We're really going into this today.
It's lagging, so I can't even see your reaction.
You just have to watch this back.
She said it and now she's too scared to say anything else. See?
She doesn't want to confront. Oh no.
She doesn't want to confront. But that's okay. I know what you're talking about.
Unsolicited advice.
But like Mira said, like I'm the listener and Czarina likes to talk and I love listening to her talk. So like even if I don't feel like doing anything or I just need some company, like I'll FaceTime her and then she'll just talk about her life and I'll be happy with it. Like I just like being there with her all the time. Her presence is enough for me. I'm just a talker.
Like I study by talking.
Oh yeah, fun fact about Czarina. She will read you the entire study sheet. Yeah. And I learned this by being her roommate. She'll just sit there and teach you what she's learning, and most people will sit there and like ask her questions and like, oh, is that how that works? But I have learned to tune it out and I'm just like sick, but then I'm doing something else. But she'll teach you.
Yeah, exactly. And like I've come to know that too. Like you're just, that's something I really appreciate too. Like that's why our dynamic works. Is because like it's not like when you do that I'm like not offended. I'm like, oh, she's not listening to me. Like other people will be more receptive and will tell me things or ask me things and like that's fine. But like when it comes to you guys, I know that you're not actually listening, but you're being nice enough to like let me study because you guys like, you know, Mira's not in school, so she lets me just blab my mouth so I can study and pass my freaking courses.
Like I won't retain that ish. Yeah, no swearing. I won't retain that, but you know what? You can do whatever you want. Oh my god, you mentioned earlier that you were a Libra. Yeah. Should we just say our signs right now? People can stop guessing.
Yeah, I mean, like I only really know about myself, so I don't know if you guys know more about your signs.
I don't.
That explain like. Oh, okay.
But I'm a Gemini.
I'm a Sagittarius, a sassy Sag. Well.
Sagittarius.
This is only supposed to be 20 minutes, and we're at 40 minutes right now, so I feel like we should be.
Hey!
You know.
That's fine. We have, like, 2 more things to really talk about, like, what, like, how we became friends, and then just our idea, like, how we came up with Migas. That's pretty much,
so
we talked about ourselves.
Oh, I found out, I'm sorry, I just searched up the Gemini traits.
Uh-oh.
They are adaptable, outgoing, intelligent, indecisive, impulsive, and nosy and unreliable sometimes. So that's literally all.
Okay, I don't like the unreliable part, but like, yeah, everything else.
The impulsive one and indecisive one, and like, yeah.
Let me give you an
let's see
impulsive
about-
story. I bought Kid Cudi merch.
Even though she has no more money.
I do, but I was like, I need to pay off student debt, and then I was like, send buying that. So I'll be rocking
She
that
didn't
in one
even
of these
hesitate.
episodes.
She really didn't
No.
hesitate.
No.
No hesitation station. Okay, why Migas? Why did we become friends?
Oh, yeah. Me.
Damn, she claimed that so quick.
Okay.
No, but like, it's just like, I don't want to say that's how that's not how, like, I'm not the reason we became friends, but like, we all met like, you guys, like, I was close with Bianca, like, I grew up with Bianca, and I also grew up with Mir, but like, we were friends separately. Fun fact, actually, really, Bianca didn't like Mir in high school.
I
which is
didn't
really funny
mind her,
because,
which
like,
is so annoying.
like, it was because I was really, like I said, I was really close with Bianca. I think we grew up in the same neighborhood and like in an elementary, and we split up. But then, like, you know, all that fun stuff. And then
We were like
Mir-
pen pals.
Our
Our
for, like,
sisters-
a
sisters,
month.
our sisters were friends. Our little
right,
sisters were
yeah,
friends.
our younger sisters were friends and like classmates growing up. So like, obviously, me and Mir got close. And then
Halloween.
Had,
Are we
like,
gonna
our-
talk about Halloween? No, we're not gonna talk about Halloween. no.
That could be for another
but-
episode.
No. Wait, that's
Yeah,
a
I think
pivotal point.
I think
That's a
that was
pivotal point.
no. You already said it.
We're not gonna say. I'm gonna say the bare minimum. This is what I was gonna say. My sister came over to your sister's house on Halloween because they were gonna watch scary movies, and then I came along because we were kind of acquaintances because we were in the same grade, right? So like we kind of knew each other, and so I went over to your house, but instead of joining them to watch scary movies, we started. I don't even know how we got to it.
I don't even.
But it just got so emotional for no reason. And it wasn't like it was like a late night convo. It was in the middle of the day. Like we just started getting emotional, and then she cried, and then I cried.
It was so funny, and that's essentially like when we bonded, and we're like, we're gonna talk about this today and never talk about it ever again. So now we just say Halloween and never say anything about it. But that's all that's just like barely scratching the surface. There was so much more. And then we also had another mutual friend. We also had another mutual friend, Aaliyah. She is, I might be the mom of the Migas group, but she is the mom of the whole group. Our mutual friend Aaliyah also, I was friends with her in high school, and then we had another friend, Naomi. I was also close with her, and I think Mir was closer to her as like with Naomi, not as like closer than Bianca and Aaliyah at least. Like
it was in and out. Naomi, like sometimes you guys were closer, and then sometimes me. But overall, because of that, the five of us like became friends because. Again, different people for different scenarios. Like if I needed help with, you know, certain things, I go to a certain person, and then that's kind of how it worked.
Like me and Czarina got close in like senior year of high school, and then university came along. Then us five, like all of us five were friends, and then I think second year of university, I got really really close with Mir, while Czarina was busy with school.
Yeah, so basically how the dynamic worked out to be is like, first year we were all really close because, again, I was all friends with them separately. So obviously I was like, you know what, I'm tired of hanging out with all of them separately. Let's just put it all together. We all decided to hang out like one day like in between classes, and then that was just how our friendship formed. But, you know, unfortunately, you know, life goes on and we all have different experiences and we all grow up. So we're not as close with Naomi anymore. So she's not, I don't want to say she's not part of our friend group, but it's just like, we're just not as close. And then Aaliyah, we're still as close with her, but it's just like now she has our godson. We have a godson, so she's busy taking care of him. Beautiful baby boy. If you haven't watched the birth vlog, it's on my channel and on Mir's channel if you want to watch it. And you know, I think like as Bianca was saying, you know, we all drifted apart, but like you know, I drifted apart from these two like last year actually. I had a really hard time with that because I was so busy with school. And like there was just, and you know, at the time Bianca and Mira weren't in school anymore just because of like, you know, life circumstances, and that's how crap works. And it was really hard for me because
and me and Czarina had a big fight the first year of university, but we're not gonna talk about that.
yeah, so yeah, we're not gonna mention it, but we're not gonna talk about it. Yeah, so essentially like we all kind of like drifted a bit last year, and I feel like because of that, Mira and Bianca got really, really close, and like, you know, it took me a while to really understand that dynamic, but again, we're not gonna get into that. This is just the intro, but I guess because of COVID now, like we're definitely a lot closer than we were last year. And that's why we're making a podcast, because we have so much to talk about. Like we were planning to make this 20 minutes and we're already going 45. So
yeah.
It's one of the FaceTime calls. Like that was our aim for the podcast anyway. It's like it's one of those late night conversations that you're like listening in on, like when you're driving around at night, or like that late FaceTime call that you have with someone, or like when you're having those sleepovers with your friends pre-COVID.
Why Migas? Why are we called Migas?
Okay, me and Bianca have talked a lot. You can talk about that. It's on the we had Vine Moms.
Vine Moms? Oh my god. So when was it? 2018? 2018 spam accounts were like a whole giant thing. But I was just like, I don't want to make an account because I don't want to post, you know. It was also like an ego thing. Like people always said like, why make a spam account? Like people like that are so annoying. And I was too scared to make one because I cared about what people said back then. So then Czarina was like, I've actually been thinking of making a spam account too. So I was like, you want to make a joint one together? AKA I was too scared to make one on my own. So then we made Vine Moms, which is a joint spam account. And like over time, I guess me and you got closer to Bianca because Aaliyah had a baby, Naomi had a boyfriend. And so the three of us would talk a lot. And
we went skating, and then I got added after.
That's what it was.
Yes, we went skating, and that's when the dynamic, like we found out the three of us worked together like really well. That was like a combination that we didn't explore back then, because it was always like me, Czarina, and Aaliyah, or me, Bianca, Naomi, or like some other combination. But when we found that like the three here, we made the spam account, and we were like, well, we can't be Vine Moms because Bianca doesn't understand half of the Vine references that we say. So what should it be? And we were thinking about like groups of three type of things. It was so random. We were like, we can be Amigas. And we were like, that is so lame. Like that could be anybody. And then we found Migos and we were like, that kind of slaps. But also we don't want to be copyright claimed. So then that's why we were Migas, because we're all girls.
I identify as a woman.
We're all girls. I identify as a
she, her. I think we're all she, hers.
I am a she.
Okay.
Yes, we are. But that's why, I think. Yes, that's what it says on the cheat sheet. We have cheat sheet, guys.
Because, you know, just in case we're getting a little off track, which we clearly did, or maybe we just didn't anticipate how long this intro was going to be. But, yeah, I think that's really all we have to say for our intro. I hope you guys really got to know us. I don't know if anyone else has really anything to say.
We
covered everything for now. Oh, shoot.
That's right. Never mind. No, I mentioned it.
Kind of.
I mentioned that it's just going to be like a big girl talk.
Doesn't necessarily have to be girls, you know?
But I'm just saying girl talk because we're all girls.
I guess.
Like when you're hanging out with your friends, you know?
Yeah. We're just going to be one of your friends, you know? Like you can be an older sister and you can relate to me and Mir, so we can be like, you can relate with our older sister problems, or you could be an older sister and you could be like an older sister to Bianca, or, you know, whatever. Anything you can really relate to.
We're in quarantine. It's hard to make friends. So here, you found three. You are our friend now.
Here's 3 friends if you want to listen to. Yeah, and speaking of quarantine, I think that's what we're going to be talking about in our actual first episode. We're going to be talking about quarantine and mental health and how we're all dealing with quarantine all different ways, and maybe just like maybe some tips or tricks that I found out for me personally, and maybe the other two will also have their own, depending on which personality type you fit into the best. And then just talking about our mental health as well, and just how we're all handling everything. I think that's all we have for our intro. We're definitely going to post this way before our first episode. So if you guys have anything you guys want to add, like after we release the intro, and if you guys want us to talk about more stuff in the first episode, or if you have any questions, we have an Instagram account. It's Migas Pod. So if you guys want to follow that and send us a DM or ask a couple questions, or even give us like a review or feedback. Like, this is our first time ever trying something like this, and like I'm gonna be the one editing this, so I'm not even sure how this is going to turn out. I'm really hoping it turns out well. I know I don't want to edit the video yet. I just want to do the audio first, and then I'll worry about the video after. But yeah, I don't know.
Everything will be down below.
I'm the really talkative one, guys.
You know, the group podcast Instagram, but also our individual Instagrams. Like, I don't know, maybe you don't like me. Then you can go talk to Czarina or Bianca there down below. Also, me and Czarina make YouTube videos. Promotion.
Yeah, if you're that one disliker on Mira's videos, hit me up. Let's talk. I'm the confrontation one. Let's go.
I'm pointing
it's
to
me.
you.
It's Look. Me. Surprise, it's me.
Yeah, let me know. I want to know who it is. Someone tell me, like, whoever this is. I have a feeling I know who this is.
Do you see this on your screen? Like, I'm trying to.
My DMs are open.
Do you see it?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
High five.
I don't know what you're doing. You're just
Bianca. Is it the same screen?
No, you're on the right.
No, you're going that way. Dang it! I thought you were here. Yes,
I'm in the bottom.
No, other side. High five.
I'm on the bottom. So our screen recordings are gonna look whack.
Oops,
is that what you're gonna say?
I got distracted. I'm so sorry.
No, that's fine. I mean, we're going on to 52 minutes here, but
Thank you for
I guess
listening.
that's all we have to say. Please leave a review if this is gonna be. I'm not sure if we're gonna put this on Apple Music,
wherever
Apple
it is.
Music, what the heck?
Like,
Apple Podcast,
subscribe.
Wherever it is, whoever you are, like, subscribe. Give us a DM, ask us a couple questions.
Or if you're watching on YouTube, like it, subscribe, comment.
Like this for me.
Big YouTuber energy.
Follow our Instagrams.
Okay, bye guys.
We'll see you guys next time.